Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Donkey Kong Land 2 playthrough. We are getting ready to finish the rest of World 5 in today's video. First up we have Clapper's Cavern. Before we go that way though, we're going to go straight to the left to find a series of barrels that'll take us to some goodies and the hero coin for this level. So we already have that taken care of, and I believe there is a second, or well no, there's a bonus area, but there's only one bonus area. So yeah, this should be a very, very quick level. Assuming I don't do anything stupid again like I just did. The controls are kind of weird for kind of ducking under enemies. Yeah, come on, what the hell? For some reason it didn't give me like enough room to get all the way through. Maybe I'm just not like pressing the button at the right time or something. I have no idea, but that's weird. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, we're making some progress. Not a lot, but progress is progress. That's all you gotta remember. Oh, come on. Damn it. Oh, come on. Seriously? That's a very, very bad patrol section. You're not really covering a lot of ground there, Porcupine. Okay, and this is definitely... Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it! That's a triple dang it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and die right here then, because I don't have to backtrack too far. We got the midway point. So yeah, let's try this again. When I say let's try this again, I expect the attempt to be at least somewhat similar to the previous attempt. With maybe the exception that I do better and not keep dying like a chump. Man, is Clapper's Cavern going to be like the hardest level in this world? Definitely one of the easier levels, and definitely like the shortest of the levels in this world. Okay. I think we're good now. All that death is behind us now, I hope. I also hope this wasn't a destroy them all, because that would have been really dumb if it was. But we're good, we're good. Wow, we're getting really close to the very end of the game. I think there's 47 Creme coins in total, which seems like a really weird amount. A very weird and random amount, but I believe it is 47. That sounds about right. And yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing better now. It seems like while you need to make sure you're holding the run button whenever you're moving on the ice, because I think that's what I was doing wrong, is I was always letting go of the run button too early, so I didn't have enough momentum to get under the zingers. So that makes a lot of sense. Next up we have Chain Link Chamber, 2 bonuses, 1 hero coin. This is probably my least favorite level in both the Super NES version and this version of this game. It's a very difficult level, and it's just a lot of chains you have to kind of climb around on. I'm not a fan of the Chain Link Chamber. Really, really not. So, you know, you see all those people who always say that, oh, Animal Antics is the worst, hardest level. Toxic Tower is the hardest level. No, I think this level is the hardest level. Toxic Tower, I mean, it is fairly difficult, especially if you're the type of gamer who doesn't like when like you're being followed by stuff, but I don't know, for me it's like a very easy kind of one and done sort of thing, so it doesn't bother me so much. Okay, let's ignore that death we just took, and let's go back to climbing up this giant chamber of chains, shall we? Okay, so I think this is where I was the first time. Looks like we have crooks over here. And see, it is kind of cool that they at least, like, even though this is, like, these are different levels altogether, it is cool that they're at least kind of true to the originals a little bit. So that is definitely nice. Anyway. Oh, damn it. Come on. Well, I might barely do this. Oh. Hold on, guys. There we go. That was a lot better. So let us continue on and get through this dangerous section right here. How did that happen? I swear, this game is not making any sense right now. I've taken 2 deaths from just like barely grazing an enemy. Which is just weird. Okay, was that the intended way of getting back up there? Like, did you have to take a hit right there? If so, that's really, really weird. Also, hello, Hero Coin. I'll be taking you and moving back up here. And I think this is, I think we just have 1 more bonus left. And this is the last level that has 2 bonuses, too. I believe the next, well, all the levels from now on only have 1 bonus. So that's nice. That's nice at the very least. Okay, so I'm going to be very, very careful right here. Making sure I don't get stung by these bees. Make it up here, and here is the final bonus of the level. Destroy them all. Bonk. Bonk, bonk, and... Delayed bonk, but we got it. Seriously, what is with everything in this one level just like barely grazing me, and then I have to like restart? It's so freaking annoying. Can we just get done with this level already? I'm already... I was already regretting this level when we first got here, but now it's just like... I'm tired of redoing these sections over and over and over again. And they're all pretty much the same, too. My god! Enemy placement's really, really messed up in here. I think we're about done, though. Oh, come on. Please, just let me finish this. Thank you. Okay, we're done. Well, with that one anyway. Next up we have Toxic Tower. As I said before, a lot of people don't like this level. Honestly, I don't mind it that much. But basically, the pool below us is filled with toxic goo that's going to be raising throughout the entire time you're down here. So you basically have to keep climbing and stay ahead of the acid. And while you're doing that, you have to control a number of animal buddies. So first up we have Squitter. It's actually kind of interesting because Squitter is the last animal buddy you control in the SNES version, and in this version he's the first one you control, so maybe they kind of change up the order a little bit. Oh, damn it, I keep going the wrong way. Okay, third time's the charm. I'm not going to worry about, like, being fancy with it. I don't think there's anything in those first two rooms, so I can probably just move on. There we go. Oh, yep, they did change the order, so now we have Rattly second. Rattly is who you start the level with in the SNES version. And once again, Rattly's slipperiness could be your downfall in here, but here's the first bonus. Remember, there's only one in here, so we don't have to really go out and look for a whole lot of stuff. And it's just to find them all, or just find the tokens, so you don't have to worry about killing the enemies, and there we go. Token number 45. Yep, Rattly's slipperiness is going to be a bit of a problem here. And problem it definitely is. Oh my god. Hold on, guys. Well, we got the hero coin, and I believe that's it, so we just have to get to the end now. Which, easier said than done with this level. I think we're good, though. I think we're through the hardest part. So now, the last animal buddy we have is our good friend Squawks. Now, Squawks was the second animal buddy in the SNES version. This time he's the last, and I imagine the rest of the level is pretty much just going to be him flying through these narrow passages. But since we've already gotten the collectibles here, we don't have to worry about really looking for anything. So this should reasonably go pretty fast. Pretty fast considering, anyway. Trying to go a little slow at time just to make sure I'm not like overdoing it, because I don't want to do this entire level again. Or the entire second half of the level anyway. Because we did get the checkpoint. And there we go. The toxic tower has been climbed. And honestly, it seems like the toxic water is actually really slow. Because it seemed like I was really, really far ahead of it. Also, we got 2 extra lives at the very end of that level too, which was kind of nice. But here we go, guys. Stronghold Showdown. There's Donkey Kong. And I love how they play the bonus failure music right there. That's kind of funny. But yeah, we're on to World 6 now. We have the Flying Croc. This world is only 2 levels. 1 normal level and 1 boss fight. So this should not take us very long at all. So we have our 3rd and final Bramble level here. And the beginning of this level is actually kind of tough. There are some like nasty little sections here and there. Okay, I didn't think that was anything, but just wanted to make sure. Want to make sure there was nothing in that pit. As I normally try to do when it comes to those pits. For better or for worse. Oh. I did not mean to press the button right there. My bad. Okay, third time's once again gonna be the charm. I hope. Otherwise, I'll be freaking embarrassed otherwise. Oh, and there's the bonus. Okay, so that's that. Once again, only bonus in this level, so we don't have to worry about finding any others. Looks like we have to navigate this level very, very carefully. Just want to make sure I'm not walking into a trap or anything. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try this again. At least that time I know I can go a little bit faster then. That really is an awkward jump, but at least we made it through, and there's the token. So I believe that is the last time we'll pick up a Crim Coin from a bonus level. There is one more Crim Coin, but we'll be getting it after the next boss fight, and oh my god. So much for having 2 Kongs, am I right? So much for having 1 Kong, am I right? Okay, let's be careful of the bee right here and actually move on, because you guys are probably wondering, why is this level called Screech's Sprints? Well, there's an annoying little bird in the second part of this level named Screech. And he doesn't like squawks very much, so he's going to have a little race with you here. All you have to do is basically just fly through all of this and make it to the end before Screech does. Otherwise, I believe you die if he finishes first. So, you know, don't let that happen. Beat him. Now, unlike the Super NES version, which in that version you had to actually go pretty damn fast to get through here, I feel like in this version you can be a little slower. And being slower, honestly not a bad thing, especially if you want to locate the hero coin. This could honestly be one of the tougher hero coins to find, if you're just like not feeling adventurous like I was right there. So yeah, just make sure you're exploring everything. And with that we can pretty much just fly to the end. Also, the music that's being used right now, I believe it's the Run Rambi Run music that plays during the King Zing Sting chase in the SNES version. Which is weird because they didn't have the chase in this game, so they just threw that track here for some reason. I don't know. The decisions that were made for this game, I don't always understand them. I always assume that they were made with some reasoning, but it's hard to see what that reasoning is, at least from my end. And there we go. That is going to do it, folks. That is the last normal level of the main part of the game. And here we are, going to enter the Rool Duel. That's right, guys. This is the final boss fight of the game, so I hope you guys are ready for this. Our buddy DK has been captured for far too long. And all we gotta do now is we just have to survive a couple of onslaughts by our nemesis here, break open a cannonball barrel, and then throw the cannonball at his gun when he starts using it as a vacuum. The recoil from that will do damage to Rool, apparently. And that is how we'll be taking him on in this boss fight. You know, when you are being stupid like I was right there, and for some reason it didn't jump. Oh, well, that was pretty early in the fight, so I don't have to cut any footage, probably. Let's try that again. I do recommend staying as Dixie for a large part of this fight. Just because, again, her helicopter spin is godly. You can use it to just basically hover over everything. If you want to challenge yourself, do a Diddy only run, but my god, that is quite the endeavor for sure. After 3 backfires, I believe you'll start the second phase, and you'll get a DK barrel. Now, if you still have your buddy with you, you can basically keep that DK barrel on screen until you get your first hit on him in this phase. Once you get a hit on him right here, I believe the barrel will disappear. But still, it gives you a chance to save that barrel if you really need it later. So let's go ahead and keep things going. Okay, next phase. Gotta watch out for these bouncy cannonballs with spikes. And there we go. Wow. And DK just punches him out of existence. And I believe we're going to have the credits coming up here. And I'm actually not going to showcase the credits just yet. But here is the Hall of Heroes. Basically gives you a count of how many hero coins you need to be number 1, and we're still missing a couple, but we will be getting those next time when we adventure to the Lost World. So this has been SlimKirby. I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, quick thing before we actually end this video. I'm going to showcase one more thing, just because this video ended up being shorter than the next video, so I figured that this made more sense to put this here. But basically, before we end, I'm going to showcase the 5 warp barrel locations that are in the first world. Basically, in the first world of the game, you can actually find warp barrels that'll take you to the end of each of those levels. In DKC2 for the SNES, it was actually in the first 2 worlds, where you'd have like 1 warp barrel in every level. But in this game, it's just World 1. I think they did that because World 2, because of how long it was, it just didn't make sense to just kind of have like warp barrels in every single one of those levels and have pretty much a warp barrel in half the game. So I guess they decided to just focus on the World 1 levels, which definitely understandable. But yeah, as you can see, it makes very, very short work of these levels. There are a few that can be kind of complicated to find. This one is one of them. Just because you have to kind of like, in a sense, go under a part of the level to actually find it, but, you know, it rewards people for finding these, which I guess is kind of a cool thing. So if you're smart and you're resilient with looking for stuff, you can find these and skip a huge chunk of this level. And of course, if you're someone who likes doing speedruns of games, any percent speedruns, or speedruns where you don't try to collect everything, you can use this information to kind of get an edge and kind of learn like where all these barrels are and make very quick work of these levels. As far as I'm concerned, though, I'm always someone who loves doing 100% speedruns or 100% runs in general, so not really my thing to have or learn this kind of stuff, but still, it's cool to find this stuff whenever you do, so I can't knock it too much. Okay, so here we are, Lockjaw's Locker, and this one, just kind of have to hug the wall here, and you'll find a little opening at the very end of this tunnel. That's really all there is to it. The ones in level 1 and 3 were literally just kind of fly at the top of the screen, and you'll eventually run into it. So not really much to say with those, anyway. And last but not least, we have the one for Topsail Trouble. This one can also be kind of difficult to find, just because it's kind of one of those that you'll just happen to land into it at some point. But, you know, again, if you're resilient, you can probably find it, I imagine. So I believe you want to go down here, and there it is. But yeah, those are all the warps. They're only in the first world. They're very early in the levels. They skip pretty much the whole level in question, so definitely cool aspects of the game I didn't want to leave out when doing this project, so definitely decided to try to include that. And it didn't seem long enough to make an entire extra video for it because, as you can see, we're already done. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out here. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time when we basically finish the rest of the game. We're going to be taking on the Lost World, so I'll see you guys then. Later, folks.